what's going on? BROLL vlogging here, and welcome back to another video. As you can see back today, we are in a completely different setup as we usually are. Today we're in a bit of a professional setup. We're not out on the bike, we're not in the garden, we are in the garage today. It's a lovely day, but it's meant to absolutely tip it down later on. So I thought today we'd give the 390 a little bit of love. She's been neglected over the past couple of weeks, needs an oil change, registration plate's broken, brakes need doing, they're squeaking away, and generally the chain needs doing. It just needs a little bit of TLC. So I'll show you a little bit around the bike now. As you can see, it's not in the best estates, but it's not in the worst estates either. But definitely things like the brakes, the chain, the oil, all the filters, they definitely need doing. Hopefully we do manage to get the bike out, because we're up nice and early, but hopefully we do manage to get the bike out and clean it before it absolutely tips it down later. So yeah, I'll show you what we've got for today, and then we'll crack on with it. So here we are, this is the stuff we've got today. We've got the recommended, I think it's the 15W50 Motor X for the 390. We've got a full-on oil service kit as well, so we've got a new filter there. We've also got a new sump plug, always best to change them. A new gasket for the oil filter as well. I think the old one will be worn now after about 12,000 miles. We've also got a strainer as well, and then the other stuff we need to do. So I've got another reg plate there, but obviously that'll be blurred out now. But yeah, you've seen some shots of the bike. It's not in the best condition, but yeah, let's go ahead and crack on with it. So the first thing it's saying to do is to, like you do with any oil service, get the bike up to just like operating temperature. I've literally just had to cut this off here. So this is my old oil that I used to use, but obviously with 4 litres use that, and I don't have an oil strainer tub. So what I've done is I've just cut the top off that, literally with the kitchen bread knife. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's literally just a bread knife. I've got myself a lovely little oil strainer tub. But yeah, let's go ahead and turn the bike on. So to actually get down to the sump plug, I do have to remove the belly pan or the front spoiler, whatever one, KTM, whatever you call it. But yeah, it's I've taken it off a couple of times. Literally just 2 bolts. You've got one there and one at the other side, and then the others are really hard to show, but they're literally just underneath there. We've got here. Oh my god, that needs a clean. Holy moly, right, I'll leave this to one side. So now that the engine oil's red hot, I'll give it a couple of minutes to cool down, like the manual states. But yeah, as for washing the bike and the rest of the TLC, I highly doubt that's going to happen. I've only been filming about half an hour and it's absolutely pissing down. So yeah, we'll do the waterless wash and wax. We can still do the brakes. We'll definitely do that chain, because as you've seen from the video of the chain, or you might be seeing it now over the top, it's an absolute grub chain, but that one is a lovely gold chain. We'll wait for this to cool down, and then we'll drain her and fill her back up. Right, so I bet you're all wondering watching this, Jake, how are your hands so dirty when all you've done is cut between shots? Well, the reason for that, with the tools that I had, I didn't have a socket big enough for the sump plug. So what I had to do is take off the holder for the belly pan. And underneath there is where my chain sits. There's a lot of road grub, so yeah, that kind of got all of my hands. Wow, that was easier than I thought. I thought you were going to absolutely just fucking fly at me. I would get a better shot of this, but the thing is, my hands are absolutely filthy, because I've had to take the bracket off for the belly pan to get my entirely huge ass spanner in there. Yeah, I'll leave that now until it drips no more, and then we'll give her a wipe, change the filters, and we'll fill her up. Right, so next in the step book of the 390, it says remove the oil screen with the O-ring, which is this one right here. Now I do have a spare one right here as well, so I'll take that one out, put this one in, and then we'll have a look at the second oil screen, because there's also one underneath the engine right under here as well. So yeah, when we pull that out, I'm expecting a bit more oil to come out. There we go. Is it unscrewing? Is it a screw? It's a little bit of a screw, isn't it? There we go. Where's that J-cloth gone? I don't think we're doing bad for messier, to be honest. Normally with oil it's a reet mess, but I don't think we're doing too bad today. So we'll let that drain out some more, we'll throw the new one in, and then we'll replace the second screen. So here's what the new one looks like. This ring right here was just stuck in there, the old one. But basically, I'm guessing that just plonked, and just focus it up right into there, I do believe. And click, and then we're okay to put the new sun plug back on. So this one, if you have a look at the engine, is located right underneath. I'll give it a little focus. This one also needs draining. I don't think it's a sun plug, I think it's just a second oil screen, but we'll put that on nicely so that you don't spill any anywhere. There we go. So here's the new one. It's basically well, it's the exact same as what I've just taken out. But yeah, that'll just go right in there when that's fully drained out. Give that another minute or so. But yeah, I don't think we were low on oil. I thought when we drained from the sun plug that we were quite low, but when you actually look how much is coming out, especially this second screen as well. Like I said with the other one, out with the old and in with the new. And there, we'll screw it on. I'll just get it finger tight first, and then we'll go in with the socket. There we go, not too tight, not too weak, that's all done. Now, the next is to replace the actual filter itself, which is around the other side of the bike. Now, I definitely don't want to lose these bolts, because I think these didn't come with replacements. I think these are quite long though. Ow. Now, I've taken this oil filter out before, and I know for a fact how much of a pain it actually is, so I need to keep that on there. There's some more of the oil. Now this is part of the engine, same with the bolts, so I'm not reusing them, but the thing we are going to replace is this gasket here, which we came with a replacement with. So I'll go clean this up, we'll replace the gasket, replace the filter, and we'll put it back together. I'm not reusing this, so I don't mind damaging the actual filter itself to pull it out. There we go. There we go. I'm going to drop the filter into the oil though, because we don't need that. There we go. I'm quite surprised how much of a clean job I'm doing here. When it comes to stuff like this, it's not normally my expertise, but I've got to say I'm not doing too bad. Again, same with this, you got the spare one here, and it's basically just this here, so if we jam this off, again, we don't need this old one, so I don't mind if we damage it pulling it off. Let's try and get that flattened under there. There we go, so that's the old one. Just want to pop the new one on. And one thing you do want to do with this is just dip your finger in the oil as well, and you want to lube this with some of the old engine oil. The rest of that's pretty much drained. The filter's going to go in this way first, because if you do look into there, which I can't show with the camera, this does click into the back, I'm guessing, for the oil to obviously go through, so just pop that in, it should click. I think it's clicked in yet, and then we'll pop this back on. It does say which way to put it, I do believe. They're tight, right, lovely. So, now's the good bit. We'll throw the oil in the engine. Now if we do look inside the KTM manual here, God, my hands are absolutely filthy. It does recommend it just says 15W50, but if you are still in your warranty period, the KTM manufacturers do say use their actual Motorex, which they're going to do because that's who they partner with. But yeah, if you want to avoid having your warranty voided. That's a word to say, avoid having your warranty voided. Then use the Motorex 15W50. If you're out of warranty, as long as you're using the right mixture, whatever, this stuff, you should be okay. But that is exactly what I'm going to put in. I think it says it requires 1.7 litres, which they're both a litre each, or 2 litres, so it's going to be entire one, and obviously a seventh of the other one. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw that in. Luckily these come with these lovely little tubes on the top, so you don't have to use a funnel. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw that in. Again, I'm just going to leave this tub here as well. It's just best thing to do to save anything going on the floor. So 1.7 with new screens and a filter, it says. 1.6 without. So I've got new screens, new filter in. Let's go ahead and chug this entire thing in. So I'm guessing it is recommended to have a funnel, but we don't have one, so I'm just going to do this by hand. So we're fully empty. This is exactly a litre, so all this one's going to go in, which is going to take a very long time. So I'll cut this. You know, I put engine oil in a bike. So the guys at KTM and in the manual recommend 1.7 litres, but I've only put in 1.55 at the minute, and it's gone past the bars, so I'm guessing it just needs to go into all them filters and all the new parts I've put into it. So I'll switch it on for a sec, make sure there's no oil leaks. I'll take the tub away so I can see it on the floor, and then once it's warm I'll probably add that next 1.5 or so. So we'll go ahead and turn it on. No coming on floor, no coming out of exhaust, so it looks like I've done a decent job. I'll wait for it to cool down a sec, and then we'll have another look at the oil level and probably add a little bit more. Right then, so sorry about the wind. If we give the bike a tilt towards us and a tilt back up to straight, which is where it should be, we have, if we get the torch out, because the sight glass in this bike is absolutely atrocious. So when the bike's on its side stand, obviously you can't really see the oil. So what KTM don't tell you to do, which you need to do, which I've looked around a lot of forums, so when you pull the bike up, it looks like the bike's actually empty with oil. So what you have to do is tip it towards you, and obviously you can see it fills up. Tip it back up to level, and you can see that the oil is where it should be. There we go, we are literally just above the minimum, just below the maximum where we should be. But yeah, like I say, with the 390 engines, it's same with the RC. Because apparently, what they say is because it's got 2 oil pumps in it, apparently it tends to hold a lot of oil, so you've got to tip it towards you for some reason. So that kind of confused me with this. So we'll go ahead and throw everything back on the bike, belly pan, the belly pan over it, just take off to get to the sump plug. But yeah, that's the oil change for the 390. Hopefully it runs alright. It had a little bit of smoke when I started it up, but I'm guessing that's probably normal. Anyways, like I said, I'll probably be doing the chain, but I don't think I'll do it in this video. I'll do it today, obviously. But this was kind of a video that didn't turn out how I thought it would. It turned out a bit better than I thought it would. So yeah, I'll do the chain next time. It's not going to be a tutorial or anything like that, but yeah, I'll give this some TLC because it is absolutely hammered, like you saw at the start. So yeah guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope this did help you, because I know there's if you are English, there's not a lot of 390 oil changes or really any videos out there, especially since it's such a popular A2 bike. It's most of the guys over in India. Anybody that needs any help in these Facebook groups or anything like that, throw it in there. I know a lot of people have stuff to say about how I didn't do stuff right, but I just literally follow the manual exactly how it goes, so can't really do much more than that. So guys, hope you did enjoy. Make sure you subscribe, and if you do subscribe, turn on post notifications so you are the first people in the world to see the videos. But yeah guys, it's been Ktm on Vlogging, and I'm out. Peace.